You can see the wheels are kind of gross, and what I'm gonna do, you can see the fender wells are gross as well. I'm gonna put you on the tripod and I'm gonna show you how I generally will clean wheels. Now these wheels haven't been cleaned in a while, and you can see the barrels are kind of gross, and I generally would get those. The finish on your wheels is much stronger than the clear coat on your car. They're designed to get beat up a little bit more and to be a little bit more durable. So if you have regular factory wheels, this method will work fine. Now this is what I'm left with after I wash the whole car. So what I generally would do, infinite use detail juice, ready to use, and I take the rest of what's in the jug right here. You can use the extra towel if you want, but in this case I'm just going to wring it out so that the solution that's in the towel will stay in the bucket, so that I'll have a little bit more for that. Alright, now for regular factory wheels that aren't super fantastic and, you know, get beat up regularly or whatever, this is going to be a fine method to use. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to wring out, saving all the solution that's in this towel. I'm going to wring it out back in the bucket. I'm going to set that towel to the side. No, I'm not throwing away towels. I will use them again after they're washed. They'll go back in the bucket. So we'll use my infinite use detail juice, ready to use. I'll pre-soak the wheel. Allow that to break up the dirt and grime. I'll hit the tire, hit the fender well, all that stuff. And with that pre-soak, I'll go right into using what's left inside this bucket, which is clean solution. It's a brand new black towel, that's why it's kind of murky in there. Anyway, I'll wring that out a bit, but still leave it wet, and I'll just go into wiping the wheels down. Use your hands, get all the nooks and crannies, all that stuff. Now if you like to clean the barrels of your wheels, and I generally do, especially if you can see the barrels are inside here. If you can see them, they should be clean. So my recommendation is to get these Braun brush wheel woolies or something like them. I'm tossing around carrying them on my site, but you can get those and you can soak down the barrels and give those a nice cleaning just so that they look nice. We'll go ahead and get with the big one. Be a little bit easier. Just soak those down. Get those back in there and get everything nice and clean with those. Use the smaller ones if you can't get around the brake calipers. Again, just get the barrels nice and clean. If you can see those, they should be clean. What I do with the towel is just stick the towel into the lug nut holes, or I'm sorry, into the wheel lug area, so you get those clean. Now this is where I'll get into the fender wells and just give that a wipe, nothing fancy. Now you can put that back in that little bit of solution, and then after you rinse that out a little bit, you'll wring it out. Get the towel dry, and you'll go back and get all that nastiness off the wheel. Just give the tire a good wipe. The paint inside there a good wipe. And now that wheel's done. So what I would generally recommend, since that water is kind of nasty, I mean, you're dealing with wheels here, and like I said, the finish is much more durable. If you care about your wheels, the best thing to do is to toss this water out and use the clean water that's in here on the next wheel. This is plenty of solution for an additional wheel. I mean, you could just keep using this, but the whole purpose behind this is don't reintroduce new dirt to old dirt. So what I generally would recommend to do wheels properly is to have another gallon of distilled water on hand, or even you could use tap water for this particular portion. And I would use 1/4 gallon per wheel in the bucket to use exactly how I just did this, and get the wheels clean with the tap water and the paint clean with the distilled water. So I'm going to continue to move around the car. You can see how clean the wheel is at this point. The barrels are clean, the fender wells are nice and clean, everything looks nice, but that water is murky and gross. So use your own best judgment. If this is a car or a set of wheels that you don't care about, maybe you just go ahead and use what's left over. But if it was me, I would go fill this up with tap water, and I would use 1/4 gallon per wheel to get those cleaned exactly the way I just cleaned that wheel. You can see it looks nice. It actually matches the niceness of the rest of the car now. You would want to also use the Infinite Use Detailed Juice concentrate in the tap water, because it will add to the lubricity of the water in making sure you're not scratching your wheel. Alright, and we're back. So got the whole car washed with the Anywhere wash bucket. I've also got all the wheels clean. And just to recap, I wanted just to mention that it won't take a full gallon to clean the wheels. It doesn't take 32 ounces per wheel to clean them with my method. I just recommend that you don't just use the dirty water that's left over after the first wheel to continue cleaning the other wheels. You can bring 2 gallons of distilled water with you out to do your car. To do the wheels properly, it will probably take an additional 1/2 gallon of water. You can use tap water with the Infinite Use Detailed Juice concentrate, and you can get them looking really, really fantastic with just a few simple brushes. If you want to use brushes for the barrel, that's all you got to do. If not, if you can reach in there with your tire microfiber, your wheel microfiber, this black one right here, when you're all done with the wheels, wring this thing out, because this is the cool part about the Infinite Use Detailed Juice concentrate right here. So check this out. I'm going to pop the cap off, and it's got this spray nozzle. We're going to spray the tires down with this stuff. We're going to give it a nice spray all the way around. Just get a decent amount on the tire, nothing fancy. And as it starts to dry a little bit, it's going to darken the tires. So I'm going to go ahead around all the tires. Actually, no, I won't. I'll do the other two on the other side. I'll just spray these down, and then I'll compare the two tires for you. I forgot to mention something about the tire dressing. So as you use the Infinite Use Detailed Juice concentrate as a tire dressing, not only does it look fantastic, it doesn't give what I call the gangsta shine. It looks nice and natural and new with a slight sheen, but the cool part is that it won't sling off on the rest of your vehicle. It will dry to the touch. You can even layer it for more shine if you do want a higher shine. Very similar to my Tune Performance Tire and Trim Gel, except for the tire and trim gel lasts a lot longer. It's more weather resistant than this particular solution that is water-based. Alright, so I've gone around 3 of the tires with the Infinite Use Detailed Juice concentrate, full strength on the tires. You can see I got them drying now. What you want to do is you want to take your the wheel towel that you just used, and you know, soak it in the final bit of water and then wring it out really well so it's just damp. And here's the cool part. We're gonna go fold it in 1/8 and we're just gonna wipe the excess off. Nothing fancy, just gonna wipe the excess off. And you can even leave it, right, see all that's on the wheel? It's not gonna, it'll go away completely. You won't even notice that there's anything there. So see how nice and dark and new and natural that wheel looks? It's got a slight sheen to it. Looks so fantastic. I love it. Now this is the wheel I have not dressed. I should say tire I have not dressed. So this tire is not dressed with the Infinite Use Detail Juice concentrate. And this one is. Looks good, huh? That's essentially a waterless wash, rinseless wash concentrate that you can dress your tires with. Not dressed, dressed. Awesome. Anyway, this has been Gary Dean from Gary Dean's Premium Custom Detailing Products. Like us on Facebook. It's on the homepage of my website, premiumcustomdetailing.com. And you can find this Anywhere Wash Bucket at premiumcustomdetailing.com/store, or just go to premiumcustomdetailing.com and click the store tab. So thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day.